Hello, Miss Cann and Miss Linebacher's babies. We miss you so much. I'm so sorry that we're out of school, but there is a reason for that. There's a lot of sicknesses going around, and if you remember, Miss Cann mentioned something called the coronavirus last week. It's very contagious, which means people can catch it very easily. So they're trying to keep us safe by keeping us out of school and away from each other. So try to remember what we talked about with how to stay safe and healthy, making sure you're keeping your hands off of each other, staying out of people's faces. And just like how we talked about at school, same thing goes for at home, because you don't want to get your parents sick or any siblings you have. So just try to remember to stay safe and healthy and what you can do to help that. Parents, I know it was a lot of work that was sent home, and I don't want you to be overwhelmed by that. If it helps, like in my email, like I said, try to maybe break up the day and do certain activities throughout the day. I know in school we do writing in the morning and then reading. After lunch we do math and science and social studies. So if it helps you to kind of break up some of that work, throughout the day, go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you get that work done. We had to send home 20 days worth of instruction just in case. They're hoping that we're only going to be out for 2 weeks. So if we're only out for 2 weeks, then when they come back to school, they'll only need to have week 1 and 2 done. But if we're out for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, then those other packets have to be completed as well for your child to be counted. But if you need me, you can email me, text me, whatever. I will be checking my email once an hour every school day, so 7:30 to 3:30, Monday through Friday. And then if you were to email me after those hours, I will definitely respond to you whenever I can that next morning. Also, some parents have already asked me about the science and social studies books. Yes, we have already completed some of those pages. While I was getting my packets ready this past Monday morning, the other kindergarten teachers were writing those pages down, so I didn't even think to check those. So if your child has already done those and they want to stop there, that is fine. But if they want to keep working ahead, they can do that too, whichever is easier for you. So just know that I'm here for you. If at all possible, try to see the positive side of things. Maybe this is a way of making us all slow down and enjoy what's really important in life. I want to do these little videos just to kind of keep some normalcy in our routine throughout all this craziness. So I want the kids to be able to see me, but also if you have any videos of the kids learning. I know yesterday morning I saw a video of Nick reading 2 of his books that were sent home, and it just made my heart smile, and I sent it to Miss Linebacher and she loved it. So if you have any videos of the kids learning, please send those to me. We would love to see them. So for my kiddos, yesterday was South Carolina Day, and we would be celebrating our state, South Carolina. So I wanted to read to you the book that I was planning on reading to you yesterday if we were in school. This is called P is for Palmetto, a South Carolina alphabet. And it's written by Carol Crane and illustrated by Mary White. Miss Cann's going to take this cover off so I'm not fighting with it the whole time. Here's our title page. P is for Palmetto, a South Carolina alphabet. A is for the angel oak tree, massive limbs greeting the sky. I wish it could tell me the stories of years it has seen pass by. B is for sweetgrass baskets, a rich history of African American art, woven by families for 300 years, a heritage that comes from the heart. Now C is for Columbia, the capital of our state. Here the rules and laws are made that make our state so great. D is for Drayton Hall, a majestic southern plantation, built on the Ashley River in 1742, one of the oldest in our nation. E is for the eastern tiger swallowtail, a colorful butterfly to see, flying from flower to flower, flitting and soaring, wild and carefree. Now F is for the swamp fox. Francis Marion was his true name, a hero of the Revolutionary War, a Carolinian of great fame. G stands for Grand Strand, cool ocean breezes, sun and sand, fishing piers stretching out into the ocean, families walking hand in hand. And boys and girls, if you've ever been to Charleston or Columbia or Myrtle Beach, you might have seen some of these places. These are places in our state. H is for horse, faithful throughout our history, most beautiful and noble beast. Our love for you is no mystery. The indigo plant is our letter I. It makes a dye so royal to see, a valuable crop for plantations, first grown in 1743. J stands for James Island, where, at the start of the Civil War, the first shot was fired, written in history evermore. K is for King Cotton, blossoms from pink to fluffy white, grown for years in the fields, harvesters working day and night. L is for the loggerhead sea turtle, our state's 300-pound reptile, nesting along our coast, swimming and feeding mile after mile. M stands for Maysville, and also Mary. Mary McLeod Bethune was born here. Education for all of our people was her goal and lifelong career. N stands for the National Wildlife Refuge at Santee, where in fall, Canada geese arrive. They land on the waters of Lake Marion, and I love to hear them honk, splash, and dive. A lot of people go fishing at Santee. O is for Old Edgefield pottery, made from South Carolina clay. Bowls, dishes, and water jugs, kitchenware used every day. P is for Palmetto. That sounds just like our title. P is for Palmetto. Our official state tree. It's also a symbol on our flag, respected by you and me. Q stands for Queen Anne's Revenge, a ship lurking along the coast. Blackbeard the pirate seeking treasure in and out of the fog like a ghost. R is for Rainbow Row, a color wheel of houses. Through history, time, and fire, they stand for us to admire. And boys and girls, if you've never been to Charleston to see this, these houses are really those colors. Looks like a rainbow. That's pretty cool, huh? S is for the sculpture gardens, small and large figurines so alive. Brook Green Gardens is the home where art, flowers, and nature do thrive. Polly put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. South Carolina's favorite drink, tea, begins with T. Now, U stands for upcountry with panoramic views, mountains and waterfalls, sunsets of vivid hues. And hues is another word for colors. V stands for Venus's flytrap. Watch out, little bug, don't be trapped. If you touch the trigger hairs, the sweet baited snare will be snapped. W is for the Carolina wren, a sassy, quick little bird, singing tea kettle, day and night, it can be heard. X marks the spot in history in Charleston Harbor on the ocean floor, where a deep mystery was uncovered, the H.L. Hunley, lying since 1864. Y is for yellow jessamine, a sweet fragrance that fills the air. We know that spring is here. Gold flowers are everywhere. So we should be seeing these soon because a new season, spring, is coming. With woodlands, gardens, and historic ruins, ewes, bears, lions, and a kangaroo, between the Broad and Saluda rivers stands for the Riverbanks Zoo. All right, boys and girls, so just like we do in class, remember we always think about what you're reading. So I want you to think about what is the author's purpose of this book. Remember, the author is the person who writes the words for the story, and with every story, an author has a purpose or a reason for why they write the story. It might be to tell a funny story, or to give you facts or information, or it could be to persuade you of something, maybe to get you thinking about something or a certain way. So I want you to talk to your parents or your brother or sister or someone about what do you think the author's purpose is of this book. P is for Palmetto. All right, until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and healthy.